Hi, today we're here for our Feature Friday, and we're going to speak with Tierney Aldridge with the Denver agency about insurance.
So Tierney, can you tell us a little bit about the Denver agency,
Sure.
what you do, and your specific type of client that you work with?
Yeah. So Denver agency, we're part of Arthur J. Gallagher, which is a large corporation of about 40,000 employees internationally. But we are tasked with building out the private client practice on a national scale. And so we are working with clients who generally have multiple multi-million-dollar properties. There's usually a need for valuable articles of some sort, some kind of collection. So whether that's wine, art, jewelry, furs, cars, etc., all the fun things. And then there are usually some autos in various states, and there's a need for a significant excess liability policy. That's typically the clientele that we're working with.
Tell us about challenges that you're finding in the insurance space right now, specifically with the clients that you work with.
Yeah, I mean, so I laughed a little bit when you asked that question because there are quite a few challenges right now when we're looking at market trends from a property and casualty insurance standpoint. Certainly, there's climate change that is impacting our clients and our insurance companies and how they're looking at risk. In addition, the cost of construction continues to increase, both from a technology perspective. We have more technology built into our homes, which is costing more when insurance companies are trying to replace things to like, kind, and quality. And there is a tightening in the labor market, and there just aren't as many skilled laborers, especially in that type of property. So generally what we're seeing is insurance companies are more restrictive. They don't have as much capacity to handle some of those areas that are more wildfire prone or more hurricane prone if it's coastal or mountain areas.
So you had mentioned higher cost of construction, stuff like that. How often do you meet with your clients and review their coverage to make sure that they are properly covered with material costs going up and labor going up? We saw with the Marshall fires, we saw with some other things where really people were surprised that they didn't have enough coverage.
Well, I think that's what sets the private client apart from the mass affluent space. In the private client space, it's all about relationships. So while we sell insurance, we really see ourselves in the hospitality industry. It's about building that relationship with the client from the beginning of working together throughout the relationship. So it depends too on the client and on the family that we're working with. I have some families that, like to go buy a lot of properties, and maybe they have a car collection and they go down to Barrett-Jackson every single year, and I need to follow up with them to make sure that they don't forget to tell me about the 5 cars that they traded and swapped out. And then I have other families that, only want to hear from me on an annual basis. And we touch base and we talk about, do you have any plans to remodel your property, because that impacts the insurance? Have you acquired any new pieces of art or jewelry that we need to talk about? Do you have any big life changes coming up? Do you have a kid going off to college? So generally we're looking at things at least on an annual basis.
That's great.
What type of insurance do you feel is essential for your clients, for your type of clients that you work with?
So we look at insurance as a long-term investment. And so typically when a client starts to work with me or any of my colleagues at Denver agency, we're looking to restructure the insurance program. Oftentimes they're coming from a captive carrier. And so, sadly, they've just been underserved. And that captive carrier probably hasn't asked the right questions. So typically what we're doing is we're looking to increase the deductible, having them self-insure some of those smaller claims, and counseling them when there is a claim, because the market is so tight right now. We certainly don't want to jeopardize the integrity of the insurance program. And then once you increase those deductibles, then take those cost savings and apply it to the excess liability policy. Because what we're looking to do is we're trying to protect their lifestyle and the legacy of their financial well-being. So we're looking to really remove the risk of those financially catastrophic events, or at least transfer it.
We've talked a lot about these clients, their cars, their houses, multiple houses, things like that. A lot of our clients have businesses. They own commercial buildings, they own office buildings, things like that. Is that something that the Denver agency also will protect for them? And how does that work?
Absolutely. Yeah, so especially now that we're Gallagher, there is just a huge, robust level of expertise in all different avenues of commercial insurance, whether it's residential, real estate, as rental properties, or commercial properties. We can handle that internally, the commercial piece. But then we can also then work with anything from a pharmaceutical business or oil and gas. The sky's the limit as far as what Gallagher has the ability to manage.
That's great. So I just want to thank you so much for your time today.
Yeah.
How can our clients, people watching this, how can they find you? Where's your office, and how can they connect with you?
So our office is in Cherry Creek. We're 2nd and University, right across from Whole Foods. So come on down to Cherry Creek, or you can always look us up online, www.denveragency.com. My email address, Tierney_Aldridge@ajg.com, or give us a call.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I really appreciate
Well,
your
thank
time.
you. It's been a really a delight to talk to you today, and thanks for asking. I love to talk about insurance, though nobody else does. So
Yeah, thanks so much. And thank you all for joining us for our Feature Friday. Please follow us on social media at the Modglin Collection, and we'll see you soon. Thanks so much.
Thank you.